Hello, all the dot2 users out there. This is Michael Quincy Stratman again, and today we want to close our little series about dot2 3D with looking a little bit over the rim of the teacup and want to show you all the surrounding things, like importing 3D files from Vectorworks or other CAD programs into our dot2 3D. For that, I've loaded the demo show file in our dot2 console, and I want to show you with Vectorworks how you do it. You see, I've drawn a little stage in here, which is surrounded by a 5-meter wall, a very simple one, and we start with converting our object into 3D polygons. For that, you have to go to the top line, 3D model, excuse the German version, and there you find convert into 3D polygons. This is very important that dot2 3D can import this model correctly. So converting into 3D polygons is important. What else is important? It's important to export this object as a 3ds file. For that you go to Files, Export. There you find Export 3ds. In there you find that you can define the amount of polygons, and as less you take, as less performance dot2 3D uses to display it. So with File and Export 3ds, there you can adjust the amount of polygons. When you have a simple one, less is better. So put this arrow to less. For simple objects, this is totally fine. If you have more complicated ones, you can discuss about it, but less is better for the performance, for the frames per second in our dot2 3D. So I have already exported it, and you see I'm back in dot2 3D, and now we have to import what we have exported before. For that, you go to File and Import. Import 3D model is the one that we want to have. There you see it takes a little while, and then a little importer opens. Like I said, this might take a little while. There we are. So this is our little importer, and I want to show you, you have to go to Import 3D Model. And there you can see Import 3D Model like this. And there you can see the Bühne, the stage that I've created before and exported it, and we can open it in here. There it is. And when you click it, you see the little preview down there. You see a lot of columns here, like the model key, and the size, and the vertices. These are the polygons that we have adjusted before. And you can see 15,300 meters might be not what we want to import, but we can show you how it works. There's our stage, and what we have to do now, this program or this preview object is very big, so you get a warning as well. This is a little difference between the export of a Vectorworks or of a CAD program and the import of dot2 3D. So we have to scale the model. There you find Scale Model. So this little window opens, and there you find predefined factors. 1 meter in foreign application is 1 meter in dot2 3D. So you find some predefined factors that will scale this model down. And as a hint, take 1 meter in foreign is 1 millimeter in dot2 3D. This is the same for importing Cinema 4D and Vectorworks objects. And there you see now we are at 15.3 meters, 10 meter depth and 5 meter high. This is exactly the sizes. You only had to scale them. Press OK, and then you can see in the little preview window, I make this a little bit bigger. In the preview window, you see the object, and there you can also find the orientation to watch your object. before you definitely store it. So have a look at the object. So here's the object, and this seems to be right. So we go to the store button up there. A little disk shows you we want to store this now into our media database. You can give it a name here, but in there you find the library of your 3D objects. Give it a name, and yeah, as test as I do it here, and then we can save it. So we've imported it, we've saved it, and then we can leave this window, close this one, and go to View and our media database to see where we have stored it. That was our media, or that's our media database with all the objects that we have already used. And when you are on the top one, media database, you can see at the very end, our one was called Test. Bühne, there you see it. You're able to get a little preview, or you can make a little preview pics that you find your elements better, but at the moment it's just a file. And we, by drag and drop, we catch this file and we put it onto our stage, which is already there. And there we are. So our object is 0.5 meter high. When I select it, you see that the 0 line is down there. We have to adjust this a little bit because, yeah, depends where the 0 line of the cut program is put, and now our singer is a little bit in concrete, so we have to lower our imported object to the 0 line, and there we can see roughly the stage which was underneath. We don't want to see the old stage, so we change to 3D objects, catch our plane there, our stage plane, and make it non-visible. So it's not deleted, you can't do that, but we just don't want to see it. So we empty this little star and you see our old stage plane has gone. Now we can watch our object and see if everything is correct in there. So now it looks a little bit better, and you can see now our band is standing on our, okay, very primitive stage. So, okay, this is a very primitive stage, but you can also put other objects in if you want. If you know a little bit better about CAD programs, you can go with a right mouse click onto your object and say exchange the model. In our media database, you find also other examples of stages. So this is always the same. You can change the model of your selected object and take, for example, a stage 4. Yeah, it's also a little concrete one, as you will see. Now I select this one and put this in, so I keep the object but change the visualization for it, the model. I also have to adjust a little bit the height. So you see there are better stages in. If I select this one, we have to move it a little bit like this, that the band fits on it and that the trusses are in the right position. But this one looks a little bit better than my very primitive one that we imported as an example. So this looks a little bit better now. And what I wanted to show you, in File, you can import and export environments. This is a way to split up the pure show file with your fixtures, like we've had in here, from everything that is environment. So from your stage, from the piano, and so on. So you can export your environment into other show files, or you can import other ones, but that's the difference between the pure show file from the console and the 3D related things in your show file. Yeah, that's it mainly for me. Play around a little bit with it, import environments, export environments, and yeah, Give it a go, play around a little bit, and have fun, guys. That's it for me. That was our little series about dot2 3D. Bye bye from here.